exciting show. We're back to Belichick. Here's how the last few years have gone for me. Brady left and won a Super Bowl. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, Cam Newton played okay. We didn't win that many games.
No.
And then Mac Jones came in. We made the playoffs, and he was hitting the gritty in the Pro Bowl. And the last 2 years, he's regressed, and it's been a disaster. So, Nick, did Tom Brady officially win this divorce? And I don't love this question, but we'll...
Well, if Belichick were retiring, the answer would be yes. Right now it is, it's been a bunch of 10-8 rounds, but the fight's not over, right? Because if Belichick goes somewhere, if Belichick goes somewhere and wins the Super Bowl, then we call it a draw, right? If he goes somewhere and they're really good instantly, they get better, make a couple Super Bowls, we probably call it a draw. So my takeaways on this were multifaceted, because I don't think that they view Brady and Belichick have ill will towards each other at this point. My view was it really was the 6 Super Bowls, the 9 Super Bowl appearances. We learned that buys you 2 bad years. That's all he had. The year right after Tom was not terrible. It was kind of expected that they were right around 500.
It's also a weird pandemic year.
And then the next year, they made the playoffs with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
And they won double-digit games. It was 2 bad. It buys you 2 bad years and that's it. And then you're out, which is another way of
New England. It did.
I guess they're the only test subject here. And my other takeaway, Wiles, is Mac Jones cost Bill Belichick his job, because if he was better, he's still the coach. And I know that's hard for you, but it is what happened here. Do we agree on that?
You want? No, we do not.
You want me to say that?
No, well, I don't agree. So you can jump on my bandwagon with me.
Go ahead.
Cam Newton, how'd that go?
Cam Newton went fine. Cam Newton can't throw the ball very well. Cam Newton missed a bunch of games.
Belichick had a lot of quarterbacks outside of Mac Jones that he didn't win. He didn't win with freaking Drew Bledsoe. He won 5 games with Drew Bledsoe. 5 and 5
If Mac Jones was awesome.
Yeah. If Mac Jones was awesome, Bill Belichick still has his job.
Well, yeah, if Mac Jones was awesome.
Yeah.
No, Brady, this is why I brought up the other teams, because, that sounds crazy. 6 Super Bowls brought you 2 bad years. But with other coaches, Chuck Noll was there a long time, throughout the 80s, and they weren't winning anymore. So it's just with New England that was the case. And I think maybe Belichick's age, too. Like, if Belichick was 45 or 50, you think he gets fired? Probably not. I mean,
I do. Because, Greg, my take on this the whole time was you don't get 2 shots at the rebuild. Like my dad was a, carpenter. If he built something and it was a disaster, I don't think he would get called back like, hey, give this another shot. Like, no, man, you had your 1 shot. It didn't work. You don't get to. We have to restart with the quarterback. We have to restart with a high pick. We just did this. This was Mac Jones was. I know you're trying to make fun of me, but Mac Jones was supposed to be the restart.
That's correct.
You watch Mac Jones that draft. The whole narrative about that was, oh my God, how did we let Bill Belichick land the most accurate passer in college football history? And I know it seems laughable now that the guy who just threw for 475 yards.
That is true. And the narrative was low ceiling but high floor.
Yep.
And what we saw this year was that the floor was non-existent.
Well, in fairness, though, Belichick didn't handle him properly.
He did not.
Yeah,
he did not. So it's not
job.
solely on Mac Jones. But to answer this question, Brady won.
Yeah, it's not even
Brady won
discussion,
and it's over. Like you saying it's 10-8 rounds and it's still a fight. No, it's not, because Brady retired. If Brady was still playing and he was still trying to chase Super Bowls and Belichick was still one of those coaches that we say, oh, Belichick still doesn't have it and he's trying to get it, then then there's still a fight. The fight is over. Tom Brady went at 1 year removed.
Right.
And
won
team
that was 7
won a
and
Super
9
Bowl. Like, the goal for Bill Belichick, if this was a feud or whatever, it's like, I got to win here where I'm at with the Patriots because I'm the reason he's no longer here, he being Tom Brady. That didn't happen. Game, set, match. Sorry, you can go win again. I'm not even playing if I'm Tom Brady. And if I was, you probably wouldn't win one because I'll get it.
So, go ahead, Wiles.
Part of me thinks that I'm trying to put a new spin on the fact that Bill Belichick turned Tom Brady into Tom Brady. But and he always said this, and I think the media likes to make it out as this acrimonious conflict. I think Bill Belichick was proud of Tom Brady when he won that Super Bowl. I think the stories that we heard from Tom Brady out of Tampa was very Belichickian, and he took all of those lessons of focus and determination, and he took a largely unserious creamsicle franchise and turned them back into Super Bowl champions. And a lot of that's Belichick. So I don't view it as like, but it sounds weird if I say, hey, part of that Tampa Bay ring has Belichick's DNA in it. Just how Belichick's rings have Parcells' DNA
I buy this because there's a level that there's things that you take away and you still can be yourself. That was Tom Brady. He wanted to enjoy it and have fun and do it a different way, but he also knew the disciplines that it took to get to that level. That's why some of the coaching tree that Belichick has had has not been successful, because they've really tried to mimic him and his style instead of just leaning into, okay, we're going to be disciplined. I know how he did it and he taught me, but let me put my little spin on it.
Where I disagree with you guys, though, is that you guys are saying that this is in stone. Let's just go with the scenario that we've been parrying about today. Let's say the Cowboys lose in round 1. And he goes to Dallas, who has not made a conference championship in 30 years, and Dak will at that point be totally tarred, a playoff choker.
Yeah.
And they go and win a Super Bowl with Bill Belichick in his first year there. Then are people does that totally change the narrative of,
100%.
well, and so that's my point is, you said Tom retired, but Bill hasn't. So the idea that he can't at least draw even, he can't do anything to where, you know what I mean?
No, it's interesting because then it would become nitpick. I agree with you. But it would become nitpicking, well, he went to Dallas, which was a 12-win team, and almost got there without him. And Brady went to the Buccaneers, who were 7-9.
But it would be.
But that's close. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
He would have 9 rings, too.
Those Tom Brady's. Yes, but we're only counting the head coaching rings.
He would have 7.
But if he said, let's bring our Super Bowl rings to a Super Bowl ring
You're
party.
being petty. You're so petty.
Not really. It's just, it's got 8 rings.
Well, so we count Andy's rings with home ring. So he's got them.
Sure.
So those
How many
count.
does he have now?
3.